My husband changed our son's sheets. He doesn't understand why he needs to. Change them.
Huh? I had to go to the comments to figure out what was wrong. Apparently the sheets are upside down? That's the right way so the kid can see the dinosaurs. Again, I say, huh? It gets worse. These women honestly believe that he did this on purpose as weaponized incompetence. This comment, liked by the creator, says, if y'all think she should be happy just because he changed them, y'all should look for new husbands. I ain't gonna have my standards on the floor. Well, considering that looked perfectly fine to me, I guess I have to get traded out. I am a bad spouse. Mommy, why doesn't Dad live with us anymore? Well, don't you remember the sheets, Jimmy? She even flipped the whole mattress around. I am deceased. I cannot stress this enough. Ladies, redoing chores takes value away from your own life. I want you to really think about this, because every time you are redoing a chore based on preference, not based on need, you are devaluing your precious time. Every time you do that, you are telling yourself and others that this menial, trivial, tiny household chore that no one's ever really going to notice or care about is more important than finishing a project, reading that book you love, or even cuddling the partner you made this freaking kid with. You're saying there is nothing that I value more than fixing this stupid mattress. Listen, ladies, I'm serious. No more refolding towels, no more flipping mattresses. Go live your life. Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 31. If a man opens up to you about something that he's ashamed of or something that he's done wrong, do not weaponize it against him. That was not for you to add to your arsenal of things to use against him in arguments later. Because when you do that, you're showing him that his feelings are not safe with you. You're teaching him that being vulnerable is only going to hurt him down the line, and he's not going to be the same guy after that. Oh, that's cute. Oh yeah, she's gonna show him. So he either forgot or deliberately chose not to wear his wedding ring, and so she defiantly takes off her own, apparently deciding that their whole marriage is over. And she does film his reaction, which I'll get to in a minute, but before we get to that, let's address a couple things. First of all, there are a lot of things that you should not ever wear a ring for. Did you know that there is a thing called a ring avulsion, which is where something gets caught in the ring, and if there's enough pressure, it can completely tear off your finger, at least cause major damage. This is why machinists do not wear rings. I personally never wear my rings when I'm training jujitsu. Sometimes I just forget to put them on. Canceled. Second, minus a couple insecure ones, guys do not care about the ring. If he is already loyal to you and he trusts you are loyal to him, then the jewelry is really irrelevant to that foundation for him. Men don't really dream about getting the perfect halo cut to match your manny. They don't even know what a halo cut is. That's why men's rings are so simple. They're not out here doing BuzzFeed quizzes on which ring most suits them. The ring to men is a very arbitrary step that gets them from point A to point B, and their only hope is to not fuck it up. But pro tip, if you're the kind of woman who can make a man feel like you would say yes to a macaroni noodle around a pipe cleaner as long as he was the man behind it, then he'll make sure you get whatever damn ring you want. But moving on, who wants to see how her little tantrum worked out? Alright, so first of all, he doesn't even notice. She has to shove it in his face. And lo and behold, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. You know what he probably does care about? This. Are you kidding me? Never in 10,000 years is my partner gonna touch me like that. So she's insisting in the comments that it was all just a joke. Hey guys, remember when Amber Heard said that shitting in her and Johnny Depp's marital bed was just a harmless prank? Could you imagine if it was a man making these videos and he literally laid hands on his wife because she forgot her ring at home? Clearly that marriage has more issues than just the ring, but look, if you are in any way basing the entire foundation of your marriage around something that could easily fall off your finger and go down the drain, well, that's where your marriage is heading soon too. Womansplaining Men to Women, episode 28. Stop using breaking up as a threat. If what you are saying out loud is, I'm breaking up with you, but what you mean in your head is, I want to be with you, but I want you to fight for me, stop being surprised when they don't fight for you. Men are very literal. When you say you're fine, you're fine. And when you say you're broken up, you're single now. Whenever people use maybe we should just break up as a motivator to elicit some certain behavior, it always reminds me of Daffy's last trick from Looney Tunes. In this episode, Daffy is so desperate to beat Bugs Bunny as being the best magician that he eventually prepares the audience for a trick that can only be performed once. At which point he swallows a bunch of gasoline and gunpowder, swallows a match, and explodes for a final trick. That's exactly what you're doing when you use breaking up as an empty threat. You're trying to create this elaborate trick that's going to get this reaction that you want, but really you're just blowing everything up. There are no more tricks to try after that. So if what you really want is for him to put in more effort, for him to fight for you, instead of going straight to, I'm breaking up with you, try, I need you to fix this with me. If he knows you still want him, if he knows there's still something to fix, he can work with that. But don't let your man think he's single if you don't want him to act single. Womansplaining Women to Men, episode 11. Gentlemen, if a woman ever actually admits that she was wrong, do not start celebrating. I know that you have been waiting seemingly your whole life for this moment, and you want nothing more than to go, yes, I told you so, I knew it. No, King, this is the time to hold strong. It is time to perform more stoicism than you ever have in your life. You know that face you make when you're slowly eking out a fart and you're ready to blame it on the dog? That's the same face you're going to use now. Because if you fuck this up, she is never going to do it again, okay? This behavior needs positive reinforcement, right? Accountability should always be celebrated. The thing to do here is to thank her for saying that, tell her how much it means to you, and assure her that you will be mindful to do the same, right? Keep that same energy. Now, here's the ultimate move if you want to take it to the next level. Listen up, King. This one is not for the faint of heart, but my dad did it once, and my mom has never shut up about it. So this miraculous day finally came for my dad, where one day my mom actually said to him, hey, I just want to say that I'm sorry for all those times that I insisted that I was right and I wouldn't hear you out. And this dude goes, you know, hon, I really appreciate that, but I have to tell you, all those times, you were probably right. Honestly, king shit. I will never know if he actually meant that, but he put his whole ego on the line just to say it out loud. Like I said, it is not for the faint of heart, but I do now have to beg my mom not to go into further details when discussing their romance, so turn my cringe into your relationship success. And follow for more, you're welcome.
I've seen a black man like walking towards me and I cross the street, but I'm always in my head like, please know that this is because you're a man, not because you're black.
Now, this video got some spicy reactions. Some were like, yes, bestie, and others were like, bitch. And I've kind of got a mixed reaction to this. I mean, here's the thing, you have every right to cross the street when approaching anyone. I think we can all agree we share that freedom. It's not that action alone that people are taking issue with. It's questioning why we keep creating content that impresses again and again that men are violent and animalistic, but seemingly with no resolution. I mean, it's certainly not to raise awareness. No one really missed the memo on violent crimes occurring every day, especially not men who actually face the most victimization of violent crimes. But we also know that most men do not commit these violent crimes, and so the question from creators like myself when we look at videos like this is what the point was. I mean, I'm sorry, but is it just men bad, women good as usual? I will say in the comments I found one proposed resolution, which was for dudes to spend 10 minutes talking to their buddies about their behavior toward women. I mean, not a bad idea. If your buddies are acting weird, definitely call them out on it. But I will say the reason for violent crime is not because guys are missing out on 10-minute conversations. It's because of poverty, experiencing abuse themselves, limited access to health care and benefits, men receiving federal care at 50% of the rate the women receive it. Look, I watch true crime, okay? Avoid strangers. Keep yourself safe always, okay? I just ultimately don't see the progressive benefit to creating content that is meant to elicit this response of, yes, men are dangerous, queen. We out here avoiding males and male-presenting people, bestie, yes. Like, even if you're a girl but you present as a male, it's done. That is all to say that I guess I have the belief that we should treat men and male-presenting people with the same respect we do anyone else, especially since they make up 50% of the population. Whoopsie.